I've always been inspired by film, absolutely. As you can see in here, there's 4,000 movies. That has been my passion. It's also growing up, and this is such a cliche, growing up with nothing. You could only ever dream of going to learn this kind of craft. It's never been a part of our family life. It's never been something that has ever happened. So to want to be able to change that for yourself, change your own direction, and do something different and make something of yourself, you don't need a degree to follow your dream. That's kind of always been my thing, and that's why Yellow Fever Productions was pulled together to allow people who didn't have that chance to go to university, who didn't have a degree behind them, like myself, but had that dream of wanting to do something. Knowing that Battle of the Bone is 15 years old already scares the life out of me, but in those 15 years, the Northern Ireland film scene has really only just taken off. When we made Battle of the Bone, we filmed in locations that are now studios. They weren't studios when we filmed there. People were saying, don't make this movie, you're going to get in trouble. You're making a movie about the Troubles, you're making a movie about two different sides getting together. It's unheard of, you know. It fast, like all over the world, became the most media covered film ever made in the country, and that has really only been surpassed recently by Game of Thrones and things like that. For us, for little us who hadn't any experience, to get this level of coverage was just insane. After the success of Battle of the Bone and it going out to America and winning an award at a festival, I wanted to now start a festival when I came home. So I had to make a movie because I thought, wouldn't it be great to premiere one of our movies at our festival every year as a thank you to all the filmmakers that come along? Right, okay, we need a movie. So I write, Splash Area, we don't have the ability to film it. We had to stop. We shot for a week. Then I wrote the Knackery over dinner. Everyone who turned up the next morning to start shooting Splash Area again were whisked away to a whole new set and put into new character modes. Here's your script, let's go, we're doing this. 4 weeks, shot, edited, completed, for 120 quid, just like that. When you're making movies with no money, nothing is always going to go right. You don't want to be wasting time, you don't want to be wasting that moment that you have to shoot something. So to be able to create something new that you know is going to change your direction of script, but still might work for the best, you don't have the budget. It all comes down to creativity. My last project to date has been Mindy Has to Die, which is an adaptation of my friend Jeff Strand's novella. We adapted that into a screenplay. We started shooting about 5, maybe 6 years ago, and pretty much got about 80% of the movie shot. And then my dad took very ill. 2 years passed. I thought, right, I need to come up with something. So I wanted to show the film at the next festival. Screened it at the festival, it went down a treat, everyone seemed to enjoy it. I guess what I've been trying to find is my mojo again. Been working on a documentary called A Decade of Dreams that kind of looks back at my first 10 years of Yellow Fever, of creating, of making movies. And I don't want it to be my only 10 years of making movies. I want it to inspire me to get back out there. And I think in the process of trying to make that, I'm already starting to do that.